When you're tired, one of the first things to be impacted is, of course, your mental cognition, specifically your memory, focus, and emotional control. The brain uses the most energy out of any organ, which means that we need to support it so it supports us and has our back when we're up against the wall and we have deadlines to meet. Which is why today I'm going to share with you my top 5 nootropics for boosting memory, concentration, and productivity to help you get fired up and focused. Before we dive in, be sure to subscribe, grab a copy of my best-selling book Unstoppable, and stay tuned for the anticipated release of the Unstoppable Daily Biohacking Journal, which is the first of its kind to help measure your progress, uncover hidden triggers that dull your focus, and provide proven biohacking strategies to increase your productivity. And be sure to grab your tickets to the Upgrade Lab's 7th Annual Biohacking Conference for March of 2020, where I'll be speaking at an Upgrade You breakout session. You're also going to see other amazing speakers up on the main stage, such as Dave Asprey, Dr. Joseph McCullough, Jim Quick, and Vishen Lakiani of Mind Valley. For my book Unstoppable, I explored various nootropics so I could reboot my body and my brain after suffering from depression, anxiety, and intense fatigue. And the ones I'm about to share with you are my personal favorites. Heads up, I have not been paid to mention any of these. I share these with you because they helped me to write this, what is now a best-selling book in less than 4 months. So the first place that we need to kick off is, of course, what is a nootropic? Well, there are 2 types, the first being pharmaceuticals such as modafinil, the second being nutritional substances derived from plants. Both are designed to enhance cognitive function as well as to help manage stress. First up, my #1 favorite of all time is in fact l-tyrosine, and it's ridiculously affordable. L-tyrosine is a non-essential amino acid that's critical for cognitive function. The benefits are linked to preserving mental capacity while someone's experiencing physical hardship. It's also known for increasing dopamine, a key neurotransmitter that's been linked to happiness as well as motivation. In fact, one fascinating study showed that inflammation reduced motivation by reducing dopamine in the brain. Now, l-tyrosine can be found in chicken, turkey, avocados, and bananas. Of course, you can also get it in supplement form like this in either a powder or a tablet supplement. It doesn't have a taste, and it's a great option to have first thing in the morning just with water on an empty stomach before you hit the gym or before you start work. And just like any nootropic, you need to cycle it so your body doesn't get used to it. Similar to caffeine, your body is going to adapt to the positive effects after a little while, hence you do need to give it a break every now and then. It's not like having a coffee, especially if you feel overstimulated and your heart starts racing a million miles an hour, which may think that you have anxiety. This one is a natural alertness, and it's incredible for focus, before you work out at the gym, and even in cases in which you experience brain fog, I find having some of this will help to alleviate that brain fog really quickly. Next up, my second personal favorite is l-theanine. Now, l-theanine is also an amino acid, and research has shown that it reduces anxiety, enhances attention, and it promotes relaxation without sedation. One fascinating study found that it in fact produces alpha brain waves within 30 minutes of consumption. A neuroscientist recently made a correlation between an increase of alpha brainwaves and the ability to reduce depressive symptoms, as well as increase creative thinking. So before I start work for the day and I need to drop in the zone and I've got a lot to get done, I'll take a combination of l-theanine with l-tyrosine with a small amount of caffeine. The combination between the 3 of them has very much a synergistic effect, and it aids with heightened focus, energy, and awareness, and it's perfect for when you need to get into that state of flow, whether it be for studying, working on a major project, or even presenting to an audience. The next one that makes it to my list is in fact a ketone ester. So this ketone ester is by human. Now this one is only for special occasions because it's super expensive. So think speaking on stage, giving interviews, athletic competitions. In other words, whenever you have a special event and you have to be at your absolute and most switched on. This ketone ester has been studied by the military and it puts you into ketosis within 30 minutes. Ketosis is where your body burns fats for fuel instead of sugar. Studies have shown that ketones are the preferred fuel for the brain and cross blood-brain barriers as a highly efficient fuel for the neurons. The first time I had it, it felt like my brain lit up like a Christmas tree. I felt like I was a 10-year-old kid again with the amount of energy that I had. It wasn't overstimulating, it just felt super natural. So how much does this baby cost? Well, it will set you back $29.70 per serving. Hence, really only use it for a special occasion. I must warn you, although it's incredible and it gets a 10 out of 10 in rating for how effective it is, it gets a -5 out of 10 for what it tastes like. It tastes like drinking pure tequila or pure vodka, so if you're having it first thing in the morning, you may find yourself gagging a little bit, but I can tell you this, most of us who take nootropics take it not for the taste, but for the brain benefits as well as the athletic benefits associated to it. Number 4 is Qualia Nootropic Energy, and this one's a relatively new one. So the biohackers out there that are familiar with Qualia Mind, this is the latest to the mix of their product lineup. Now, this is a nootropic stack. So nootropic stack is a combination of other nootropics that synergistically work together. It contains a combination of both l-tyrosine as well as l-theanine, among many others, like American ginseng. So the ginseng enhances working memory as well as alertness, promotes calmness, and supports cognitive function and of course performance. It also includes coffee berry, which is made from organic coffee fruits, which are often called coffee cherries. Like cherries, coffee plants produce soft red fruit surrounding a pit or the hard seed. So it's been shown to improve cognitive performance as well as physical performance and mood. Now this one of course does contain caffeine. So when you have it the very first time, you want to start out with half a bottle so you don't end up overstimulating yourself. Then you may want to have the other half at about lunchtime, but don't have it too late in the day or it is going to affect your sleep. The 5th and the final one that I take on a daily basis is ashwagandha, which I'm sure many of you have heard about, but specifically the type that is KSM 66. Which has been clinically proven. Ashwagandha has been proven to reduce cortisol levels, the stress hormone, by up to 30%. Elevated cortisol levels can cause fatigue, muscle weakness, headaches, difficulty focusing, and of course irritability. This is great for when you're feeling overwhelmed and anxious and your stress levels are through the roof, and it's found in a lot of other nootropic stacks as well. Technically, it's an adaptogen. Now, an adaptogen is a natural substance that helps the body adapt to stress and to exert a normalizing effect upon bodily processes. In a 60-day study in 64 people with chronic stress, those in the group that supplemented with ashwagandha reported a 69% reduction in anxiety and insomnia on average. Anxiety is a killer to productivity because your fight or flight function is kicked in. So that's when your body, your brain moves blood from your prefrontal cortex that's in control of emotional control and rational thinking back into your primal brain that's in control of fight or flight. The more we're in our prefrontal cortex, the calmer we feel, the less stressed we are, the more capable we are of managing emotions and getting more things done. Now I've got a question for you. Have you tried any of these nootropics or nootropic stacks? Leave a comment below and tell me about your own personal experience. On that note, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe, click like, and leave a comment, and grab a copy of my best-selling book, Unstoppable, and stay tuned for the Unstoppable Daily Journal, which is going to be available in the new year, which I'm insanely excited about and is based on the work from the best-selling book. Until next time, have a great week, and I will see you then. Take care.